Hello Overclockers, I'm 8Pack and I'm here to introduce to you today my new system, the Hypercube MK3. And in this video, what I'm going to introduce to you is the 8 greatest things about this PC. So, all that being said, let's get hyped for another great 8Pack video. So, point 1, and this is every king needs a crown. Yes, of course, 8Pack's the king, but so is the 5090. Well, in gaming terms it is anyway. And with the 5090 in this system, we're water cooling it with a custom block, we're overclocking it to a minimum of 3000 MHz on the core and plus 500 on the memory, and we're keeping temperatures super cool, similar to me. Point 2, this system certainly hasn't skipped CPU day, and it's seriously flexed its cache all over the system to gain new FPS. And of course, this mega cache CPU that we're talking about is the king of gaming right now, the 9950X3D. And in this system, of course, we're water cooling it and we're tuning it to get the best gaming performance using a PBO type tuning mechanism and a static overclock of a minimum of 5.3 GHz. So no matter what you run, FPS or rendering, this system is going to smash. Point 3, and point 3 is we've rammed so much performance into this PC. And that's by using 64 GB of G.Skill's flagship AMD memory, the Trident Z Neo. Now this memory is absolutely great for frequency, yeah, around 6000 MHz, which we've proved is great for this particular CPU, but it's also great for crazy low latency. And not do we just apply the XMP or the XPO and let the memory run, no, we go a lot further than that by tuning all the subtimings to get you your 2 or 3 extra % that only an 8-pack PC deserves. Point 4, and if that plethora of flagship hardware hasn't convinced you yet, let's move our crosshairs onto the motherboard, which is the Asus X870E Crosshair Hero motherboard. And this motherboard is absolutely stacked full of features and has absolutely superb power delivery and loads of tuning in the BIOS. And from all those features, we can gain maximum performance by using things like Dynamic OC Switcher. So we can get the best gaming performance and the best content creation performance all in the same PC. This platform has absolutely great connectivity too, so no matter what you want to do, this platform is going to be top draw. Point 5, and point 5 is the cooling for this system. In this system, the CPU and GPU are cooled by custom blocks manufactured by Nexalus and designed in conjunction with 8Pack UK. These blocks lead for better temperatures on the GPU and the CPU and less impingement in the loop. So of course, that gives more stable frequency for you, the end user. Pumping the liquid in this, we've got a super stable and super high output pump, which is almost silent. Again, that's a Nexalus UK collaboration, giving you 1.25 times the head pressure of a D5 and only about 60% of the footprint. So win-win. And finally, we've got a 480 and 360 rad, supporting more fans than me. Well, not really, but certainly more fans than Taylor Swift. And mounted to these, we've got 7 120mm D30 fans by Fantex. And of course, because of the 30mm frames, these are pushing a serious amount of air through the rads, again, to remove the heat. But of course, with the 30mm thickness, they don't need to run so fast. So again, they're keeping the system as quiet as possible during your hardcore gaming sessions. Point 6, and point 6 is the aesthetic. And primarily these beautiful distro plates, the reservoir at the front with the 8-pack logo and the hexagons machined into it, designed in-house. The distro plate at the back, again with the hexagons machined into it and also designed in-house. These distros, of course, look absolutely fantastic. They've got RGB lighting running throughout, and of course they make sure that the liquid then can be ferried through this chassis in as efficient a way as possible. That means that your tubes are kept shorter and your pressure drop throughout the system is also kept to a bare minimum. This system really does stand out with the aesthetic, and of course if you want, which I would be doing, is turn the damn RGB off. Point 7. And point 7 is obnoxious, super bright, and not everyone loves it. No, we're not talking about me. We're talking about the RGB in this system. And pretty much everything is RGB. So if you don't want to take my advice and switch it off, you can have a 1970s disco in your gaming room. And with this system, we've got RGB light box, we've got RGB case, we've got RGB distro plates, we've got RGB fans, we've got RGB CPU block, we've got RGB RAM, we've got RGB motherboard, we've got RGB GPU block. Yes, 8 different things packed with RGB. What a coincidence. Point 8. And finally, just in case you're still watching, well, you better be, it's a freaking great video this, is the case. The Phanteks MV9. This case is sleek, black, can accommodate all our cooling, overclocking and tuning needs, and obviously helps with this very distinctive aesthetic. So, get this system to be the MV9 of all your friends. This system really ate. So does 8Pack. If you want to find out more about the system or get your wallets out and buy it, check out the system at overclockers.co.uk within the system section under 8Pack. And as always, don't like the video, don't subscribe, and certainly don't comment on any of our socials. They're not worth it. But do, of course, check out other videos including 8Pack, such as the 8 best things about the Supernova. That video really rocks.